everybody. Now today we're going to be adding to our little collection of ways of doing decreases, and today we're going to be doing some SSKs, which is a slip, slip, knit is what SSK stands for if you are unsure. So I've just knit a little swatch here just so that I can show you. I always do an SSK in a certain way, but I know that some people vary it slightly, so I will show you both ways just in case you want to try the other method. So I'll just knit across a few stitches and then we will work the decrease. Now an SSK you use a lot in sock knitting if you knit a heel flap and gusset, and also in lace knitting you will inevitably come across SSKs quite often. So we're going to work the SSK on the next two stitches. So as I said, it's slip, slip and knit. So the first two stitches we're going to slip. Now I always slip these two stitches as if I'm going to knit. So we slip one stitch as if we were going to knit, another stitch as if we were going to knit, and then we knit those two stitches together through the front loop. So we put our left hand needle through the front loop and knit them together, and that creates a left, I'm just working out which way that's facing, a left leaning decrease. Some people, I'll do that one more time actually, and then I'll show you the other method. So I'll just knit across a couple of stitches. So I'll show you one more time. So we slip a stitch as if to knit, slip another stitch as if to knit, and then put our left hand needle through the front of those two stitches and knit them together. And you can see that's going to create a left leaning decrease. Now what some people do, and I think the reason they do this is that it tightens up the stitch, is they will slip the first stitch as if to knit, but then the second stitch as if to purl, and then do the same thing, knit them through the front loop. And what that does is that twists one of the stitches, and you know, some people think that that tightens up the stitch. I can't say whether I think it does or not, because I always work them both as if to knit. The reason I do that is because I was always taught that, or I learned, if you like, from various resources, that if you were going to, when you were slipping stitches, if you were going to work that stitch straight away, then you slipped it as if you were going to knit. If you weren't going to work that stitch straight away, so for example when you are working a heel flap on a sock, then you slip it as if to purl. And because, I'll just do another one, because we are working those stitches straight away, I always slip as if to knit, slip as if to knit, and then we're working the stitches, knit two together through the front loop. So that's why I always do it where I slip both of the stitches as if to knit. And that's how I always remember really which way I'm going to do the slip. You know, if I'm going to work the stitch straight away, I slip as if to knit. If I'm not going to work it, so you know, if it stays as a slipped stitch on that particular round, then I slip as if to purl. And that's just how I remember it really. So what I will just quickly do is I'll work back across that row, and then we can see those decreases, and I can show you kind of what they look like a bit clearer. Okay, so here are our decreases, and you can see them here. Can you see the sort of longer stitch that's leaning up towards the left? That's our decrease. So we've got one there, one there. This is the one where we slipped the second stitch as if to purl, and you can see they don't really look any different. It's just that, you know, the theory is that that just tightens it a little bit because you've twisted one of the stitches. And then there's another one there. So that's our SSKs. And in the next tutorial of our decreases, what I'm going to show you is an alternative to the SSK. If you don't like working that and find it a bit fiddly maybe, then there is an alternative. So I will see you back for that one.